CJ Flyer back with another YouTube video. Elfrid Payton of the New Orleans Pelicans waived earlier today, as reported by Shams Charania at ESPN. And it kind of surprised me a little bit. First impression, like, wow, why did he get waived? Why didn't he get traded at the very least? But the more you look into it, the more I guess it kind of makes sense. But I want to talk about it, not because I think he should be signed by my favorite team in the Dallas Mavericks or anything, but just because I think there's still potential in Elfrid Payton being a quality NBA player for a team going forward. So, first little bit of information that needs to be discussed about Elfrid Payton is the fact that sometime in January his contract becomes guaranteed. And so one of the reasons the Pelicans may have chosen to waive him instead of waiting around, waiting for a trade partner to pop up, is because they didn't want to pay him the guaranteed money. They just wanted to drop the contract from the books altogether. So waiving him essentially does that. The second thought would be that perhaps an NBA team doesn't even want to trade for Elfrid Payton's contract. Perhaps they would rather pick him up on a 10-day contract in the spring or be signed to a G League team rather than, trading for Elfrid Payton and also having to pay the guaranteed money. Now, looking at Elfrid Payton's stats, obviously he took a few years off from the NBA. He spent some time in the G League, also spent some time playing in Puerto Rico. And he's been back with the Pelicans, had his opportunity to play some meaningful minutes in a few games for the Pelicans with all of their injury issues. Jose Alvarado was out, DeJounte Murray was out, and I'm just talking guards. Obviously, Zion was out too, and Brandon Ingram. So all of those key guys being out allows for Elfrid Payton to have the ball in his hands more, and he's averaged 7 assists in the 7 games, or 7 assists per game in the 7 games. Now, of course, one of those games, you look at the game log here, we're talking 21 assists. Yeah, this is not made up. This is real. 21 assist game versus the Indiana Pacers, 7 of 11 from the field, 7 rebounds as well. Very great game from Elfrid Payton. Now, one of the complaints I hear from him, I'm not going to pretend to know a ton about Elfrid Payton, but my understanding is his defense is not the best. However, you look at the box score here, and you look at some of these other games. It's looking promising. Perhaps he could be a backup point guard on another NBA roster. So I look at this, and I don't know. I'm thinking a team even like the Los Angeles Lakers. Talking about them and not having a true point guard on the team besides LeBron James. You talk about D'Angelo Russell, and you could probably use someone that could rack up some more assists, right? Nothing wrong with D'Lo, of course, but he's not like a true point guard, if you will. So Elfrid Payton could fill that role, but it would also kind of destroy the spacing that the Lakers are looking to build. Obviously, there's been rumors that they're looking at three-point shooters too, but my point just being, I think there's a need for him out there potentially. So I am initially I was surprised he got dropped, but I understand the reasons potentially for it happening, that he didn't get traded instead got dropped. This isn't NBA 2K where you just can trade anyone on a whim and a team will just be willing to offer a second-round pick for the heck of it. There are more factors that go into it than what a video game offers. So, yeah, very interesting to see. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think he's still got a chance. If we go back to his career stats, the last year he was in the league for a full season was with the Phoenix Suns in the 2021-2022 season, playing 50 games. Not averaging many minutes. His assist numbers were very much down. Actually, I want to look at the per 36 stats, because I do wonder if those assist numbers, they're a little bit boosted with the per 36. My goodness, his per 36 minute stats for this year, for the 7 games played with the Pelicans, 12 assists. My goodness. Obviously, that's probably not what would happen if he played 36 minutes a game, but yeah, so far good little tryout audition for teams. I hope he gets picked up by someone because I think he's showing a lot of promise. But you let me know. Maybe I'm just blind to the box score and not seeing the big picture here. Perhaps the defense is really a lot worse than what I'm leading y'all on to believe. So let me know. I'm curious to hear more about Elfrid Payton from Magic fans, from Knicks fans, Suns fans. I'm interested to learn more about Elfrid Payton. Now, talking about today's NBA games, as we always do, I like to predict the NBA games for every single day and keep a record of it and compare to the FanDuel Sportsbook betting odds. I'm not promoting and encouraging that you use FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm not partnered or affiliated with any sports betting or sports gambling site. If you're going to do any of that, do it responsibly. This is not financial or betting advice. I'm just doing this for fun, sharing my opinion. And we've been really hot recently. If we go ahead and take a look, with the spreadsheet pulled up here, we're going to scroll all the way to the top. And we currently have 205 of the 307 games so far played picked correct. And FanDuel's got 203. So we did go down from a margin of +3 to a margin of +2 yesterday after incorrectly picking the Lakers to beat the Timberwolves. The Lakers are looking like they're in a world of hurt right now. I just thought the Timberwolves having their own issues might struggle as well, but they did not. They managed to pull through just fine, winning by 20-plus points. So, today's games, we got a huge slate of NBA Cup games, and let's go ahead and start picking through those. So, Sixers and Hornets, both teams towards the bottom of the East, of course, although looking at the standings, I do believe, if we go ahead and see here, I believe the Sixers, they're trying their best. they're really trying their best. They're 3-7 in the last 10. Hornets are 2-8. Sixers have all this incentive in the world to win games. So I would expect that they're going to make the extra push, if you will. Hornets, I believe their bigs might still be injured, so we're going to pick the Sixers in this one. Wizards, Cavs. Cavs obviously getting the huge win against the Celtics the other night. We'll pick the Cavs to win against the Wizards. Bucks and Pistons. Bucks starting to, make some quality or get some quality wins as well. They're 8-2 in the last 10. All the hate that was directed towards them being at the bottom of the East has been long forgotten due to the short-term memory of us NBA fans. So we'll go ahead and pick the Bucks to beat the Pistons in Detroit. Magic and Knicks, that's going to be a great game, in my opinion. Two of the top teams in the East, arguably third and fourth best. If we take a look, they are the third and fourth best teams in the standings here. Going back to the game, though, the thing about the Knicks right now is they're missing a lot of depth at the center position, having only Karl Anthony Towns out. I guess Jericho Sims. I just like the Magic in this matchup right now. We're going to go ahead and take them, even with Paolo out. I like taking the Magic on the road. I'm sure the Knicks are favored, but we're still going Magic. Pacers and Raptors. This one could go either way. I'll take the Pacers on the road. Jazz and Thunder, definitely taking the Thunder. Mavs, Grizzlies, I could see the Grizzlies winning. Zach Edey is out for them right now. Mavs also have a number of players out, including Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall. Lively is day to day. He's questionable for tonight, so we're still not sure. I'm going to go with my favorite team, the Mavs, just because I believe in them. They're coming back from a road trip. Usually get fired up on the first game back home after a road trip, from what I've noticed so far this season. So we're going to go Mavs. Spurs, Suns, obviously Suns. Warriors, Nuggets should be competitive. We're going to take the Nuggets at home. Rockets and Kings. Kings, not the best. They did get a win the other night against... they got a loss against the Spurs. What am I saying? We're picking the Rockets. Houston's one of the best teams in the West currently, standings-wise. Blazers and Clippers, taking the Clippers. And then let's go ahead and look at the betting favorites for the games today. Go ahead and unhide this. Philly favored on the road. Cleveland favored at home. Milwaukee favored on the road. The Knicks favored at home. I'm not surprised. Indiana favored on the road. That actually surprised me a little bit. OKC favored at home. Dallas favored at home. Phoenix favored at home. Denver favored at home. Sacramento favored by 2? Really? Hold on. I'm actually kind of, based on what? I'm surprised the Kings are favored at home. Are there some injuries to the Rockets I'm not aware of? I'm curious. That kind of shocks me. I don't see any injuries at all for Houston. Nothing popping up whatsoever. I'm not sure where that prediction comes from. That's insane. Okay, well, I still think Houston's going to win. And then we got the Clippers against the Trailblazers. Clippers favored to win. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And these NBA day-to-day predictions, I'm planning, it's in the works. It's going to be moving to the social media accounts for the CJ Flyer channel. And I'll share more info about that once it comes up. But in the meantime, we'll still have these at the end of the YouTube videos, but do know that this is not going to be forever. We're going to be moving these to the social media accounts and keeping the YouTube videos to be strictly about the discussion of whatever the topic is. I want to keep them separate. I think most people will click off by the time I'm doing the predictions, so that's what we're going to do. I might also upload them on YouTube Shorts, but we'll see. Anyways, click one of the videos now to watch some more NBA discussion content.